Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody is still doing well and hanging in there and being creative and, trying to continue through these stressful times that I hope things will start getting back to normal, whatever our normal may be in the future. But I'm still working remote from home at this point. I think we're supposed to go back in the fall when the kids come back in August, but we'll see how that goes. They may have us rotating, coming in and out of the office. They may rotate the admins and stuff. We'll see. But anyway, so I'm back today to show you. I finished these two journals that I did a video on a while back on how to cover the file folder, the hanging file folder folders with the vintage sheet fabric. So I also have two more of these that are already covered and ready to go, but I'm not sure the style I'm going to do those in yet. But these are super eclectic. So these are not like the last ones I did where most of it was florals and birds and vintage and that kind of stuff. These are totally eclectic journals. So it's a big mix of different kinds of papers, children's book, needlework, pages, maps, just all kinds of stuff, some scrapbook papers, all kinds of stuff in these. So there's two of these and they are jam-packed. I put a lot of stuff in these that you're gonna get. I'm gonna go through one, okay? I'm gonna flip through. I'm not gonna pull out every little thing that you will get with these, but to start off with, I made some scrappy ties, and these are just colorful, colorful random ties that I made. I made a whole bunch of them while I've been working on snippet rolls, and I have had all these little pieces and scraps. So I made one huge one like this, so the other one on the other journal is similar. These books are pretty colorful, and there's no theme. There's no kind of theme. This is truly more like a junk journal, okay? But there are some new things in it, and there's some vintage things. So I did not attach this. Here, okay? So you can, if you want to, you can attach that there, and then you can wrap it, okay? If you want to, you can wrap it around like I did the other ones and tuck it, or you can tie this. You can make you a totally separate tie and just use these bits and pieces as belly bands. You can make your own snippet roll out of it and add other things to it, on the pages, as tabs, cut it up, whatever you want to do. Same thing applies, in all my scrappy ties. So just left that to give you the option, okay? And then on the side of this one, I made a bunch of funky charms a while back and put them in the shop, and they did not all sell. So rather than them sitting there, I pulled a couple of them out, and this is one of them. And I just attached it to this book. So this is removable. So you can totally take this. You can take this off. You can use it like it is on the journal. You can take pieces off if you want to and use it in different projects, however you want to use this. But this has a bunch of stuff on it. You got a little key, the wire wrapped key with a little charm. You can see that. And then little buttons and beads, pieces of broken jewelry, vintage buttons. There's a little heart. This came off of a really chunky piece of jewelry. There's one of my little tags that I made, or little tiles that I made. On this side it says Wonder, and on this side I believe that's France. Anyway, these little printables came from, I believe, the Graphics Fairy, and then I made those little tiles. So then there's one of the little crystals, button, another little bead from jewelry, another vintage button, a Tim Holtz piece that says, dream as if you'll live forever, and then there's a little crown, and then one of those big chunky blue jewelry pieces. And then this is vintage sheet. It's covered in vintage sheet, okay? And then on the inside of this one, I used another vintage sheet for the pockets because I didn't have, only had small pieces of this left, but I didn't have a big enough piece of this particular fabric left to do the pocket on the inside. So I did the pocket with this vintage sheet, okay? So when you open it up in this pocket, and like I said, I'm not pulling all this stuff out because this will take me all day. There's a little, these are little French fry packs, and there's a bunch of little, well, I'll show you some of it. So there's some Monopoly cards. There are some printable, digital little journaling cards. There's a vintage playing card, some other little round playing cards. This is really cool. This came, I can't remember where these came from, but these are little, where did these come from? Oh, I remember plain as day. And we did a swap, and then she sent me some other stuff, and oh, was it Karen or Robin? I can't remember. But these are really cool. These are little, like, what do they call them? They're not tarot cards, but they're like little prediction cards. They're a letter to come, news, prosperity and wealth. They're really cool. And then there's another little playing card. Sorry. Another little similar. These are newer Finch cards and old. That's a vintage flash card. Okay. So all of that. Where did the little Monopoly ones go? Did I drop something? Where the little Monopoly cards went. Anyway, that's in that little bag. I'm trying to see if I dropped something. They must just be mixed in there. And then there's a whole nother bag of goodies here. A few things in here. There's a vintage card, a pickle bag, a little, one of these little journaling spots. These are the things that come in the photo boxes. Another little bag that you can use, an envelope. So you get all these little goodies here, okay? And they're in the front pocket. And all of these items are similar. You know, they might not be exactly the same in each journal, but there's a ton of stuff. And then there's, so I'm going to spread this out. And then on this side, I made, this is a new slide protector sheet, okay? Because I ran out of my old ones. Ran out of my vintage ones, so I bought some new ones. So there's a bunch of goodies in here, okay? Some stuck in on the back. And then there's another little bag here of some other fun things you can play with. There's a, like a policy envelope, some stickers, a regular recycled, you know, junk mail envelope, a little bag, alterations tag, and then the repair tag, okay? So you get all that. And I did this like this time rather than putting it in the journal, so that you can use these little bits and pieces however you want to. And then if you want to cut this up and tip it into your journal with little photos or other little things in it, but you're not kind of married to that in your journal if you don't want to use it that way. You can just use it for storage, you know, some of your little embellishments, whatever you want to do. So within this, I haven't counted the pages, but it's a lot. It's 4 signatures, okay? 4 signatures sewn in. And then it's very eclectic. There's not a lot of sewing in the pages. The sewing was done on the embellishments and then putting the cover together and that kind of stuff. But I left this, I clipped things in so that you can move things around, you can put things where you want to, okay? I did clip a little fairy. I cut some of these out. These are graphics fairy images, and they're super cute. I love them. So you get a little fairy, and then one of my little paper clips. Let's see that. One of my little paper clips with a little bead from jewelry. They're hard to see, okay? And I just clipped her in the front. So this is scrapbook paper. These are vintage garden book pages. All right. Here's another thing you can do. Instead of wrapping your journal like this, okay, you can do this right here. And there's more stuff in the back that I've added in here for you. You can do this, okay, like that. And this thing lays so flat, like it just lays really flat. These are really fun to work in. I've really enjoyed my flexible ones like this that don't have the hard spine, you know, even, or the hard cover. Okay, so scrapbook paper, garden pages. This is vintage gift wrap. This came from a garden book from the 80s. This is one of Jessica Rapp's little tags. She sent me a bunch of tags a while back, and I've used some of them in my stuff, and I saved some to share. So this page flips out, and then I just clip that in. Needlework page, some just black. This is a lightweight cardstock. It's not a super thick cardstock. This is from another children's book. I love this black and white. It's the Church Mouse book that Chastity sent me. Excuse me while I get a sip of my coffee. Shorthand. This is from an art book. Some more scrapbook paper. This piece is one of the index pages from that old nautical map, North Carolina nautical map that I had. And then here's one of those bunny pages. I remember the bunny book that I put in the journal. These are more like the journals I did with the using the jacket, the book jacket covers. That's kind of the style I did these in. Love these pages. I think I just about use these up now. It's just the coolest book. The illustrations and the colors are just awesome. So yeah, it's the other half of everything. I love this. I love the illustrations in this, the black and white. So yeah, so that is the first signature, okay? And then the second signature is more scrapbook paper. This is a double-sided scrapbook paper, but it's not one of the super thick ones, so I like it. It's a little more flexible. And then another, this is a different floral forest book. This is wallpaper that looks like wood, which I really like. And then one of my little pockets, one of my little embellishments. And then there's a alteration tag in that. That's just clipped in. One of my favorite sketchbooks that I folded this in, so that gives you, this is a big page when you flip it out, okay? Love those, love that book. Just some writing paper, some more gift wrap paper. This was from a music, this wasn't a book, it was just like one music signature. So I thought this was neat. Put that in there. Another art book page from a vintage art book. Scrapbook paper. This is cardstock. Here's a vintage map. Another kids book page. This is a kids book page that came from a really funny little book. I'll have to grab that and show that to y'all sometime. And then scrapbook paper in here. I thought this was fun with little tassels on it. It's colorful. So you can see this is very eclectic. And then this is a little pocket that I made out of a map page out of one of the golden books. So it's a nice sturdy paper. Other side of the art book page. Love this image right here. You can totally paint in this, journaling. I mean, you know, whatever you want to do in here, collage. Just a lot of super fun stuff. And then I did clip in. I used one of the big paper clips here, and I clipped Gina pocket. That's got a bunch of fun stuff stuffed in there. Don't have anything in this pocket up here, but there's stuff here and here, here and here for you to use. Little journaling cards and stuff out of some older scrapbook lines. But you can tip this in. You can use that however you want to. And then, so that's the second signature. And you see how super flat it lays. These are fun to work in. And then, you know, I had to put you some Eloise Wilkins in here. We help mommy. But if you don't want to, like, if you don't want to use these images, you know, you can totally gesso over these pages. These are from a newer little golden book, so they're more of the slick surface. So these would gesso really well. Anyway, some ledger, some other like garden type books. This is from a big Mother Goose book, and it's actually folded up, so you could use that as a pocket. Music, more of the garden page. Here is a little Curious George envelope. I just clipped it in. It's not glued together. This is some stationery. Another vintage children's book, Richardson. This was like a crafting, one of those crafting books. And then a page from Bambi, which I thought was cute, and put that in the center. So you can see, this is, I mean, just a lot of fun stuff. This is an old paper line. And I just clipped this in here. I gave you another little, one of my beaded paper clips. And you can cut this whole thing out in the middle and use it like a window, okay? Put a photo or journaling or whatever, cut it in half. Cut these little things out if you want to. I just thought they were fun. I have used them before in the past. I just have so much stuff, y'all, that I'm trying to share a lot of my fun stuff that I enjoy using. This is cardstock. The other side of that Mother Goose. This is a flyleaf page. I think this is needlework, and this is like one of the garden, like the tree. The other side of the Eloise Wilkins. And then, so that's the third signature and fourth signature. I clipped in another one of my little pockets. I used a mailer in here that has the window, and up top there was a little bit of stickiness left on it where it had been used. So this is that Tyvek mailers. So I took some fabric washi and just put it up there to give you a little bit of decoration there and get rid of that stickiness. So you can put things in here, and you've got a window here. Cover this up with something else. The back is a clean slate. This was from a calendar. And there's graph paper. Music paper from a 1940s kids music book. Just, you get the idea of just all these different random book pages, fun stuff. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I put buttons. Most of these are vintage. This one is not. I put buttons in each signature too. Forgot to point that out. So like, there's the little buttons there. And then these little buttons here. And I tried to use ones that sort of went with the colors in the middle of the signatures, as you can see. Okay. So there's a little red one and a little brown one there. This from a Pooh book, needlepoint book. I didn't line everything up. I kind of did things sort of in different layers. I like that book. Okay. The other side of that flower. Love that flower. It's a lily. And then the other side of this, I did the same thing with some fabric washi up here. And that is that. Now, I also put one of these that I made out of the big children's book pages. And there's goodies in here for you. I'm going to let that be a surprise. You can see there's some scraps. There's different book pages that didn't end up in the book. Some little tags and things. So there's that. This you can use in the book. You can tip it in somewhere, or you can use it for something else. And then in this part, there's more stuff. So there's scraps from the book. Okay, so you can use these as pockets, tabs, tucks, whatever. And then there's some other book pages and things back there for you to use however you wish. So you can leave this back here. You can put it, like you can stick it in between the signatures. Okay, you can wrap this however you want. But there's a ton of fun stuff in here. And you got a lot of room to grow, because you can see I've got a lot of stuff stuffed in there, so you can keep your things with you as you're using it, which I really like. Or you can take those things out, and then you have a lot of room to grow. Okay, so I'm gonna tie this back up. So you get all of that. Okay. Yeah, this video might take a minute. It might take a minute. Get all of that. And then you also get a little pocket that I made. And I also stuck another little charm on here. This just opens up. You can add a button. You can tie this, whatever you want to do. And then inside here, I added some other little fun things for you to use. So there's one of Phaedra's sunflowers and one of her little bitty flowers, okay? And these will be similar, these will be similar items, but they're not gonna be identical. Then here is a, I don't know if that's knitted. I think this is crochet and this is knitted. This is a girl at work made some of these for me. Super cool. And then you'll get a little yo-yo, two of my little scrappy flowers, one of my little Jessica inspired little scrappy flowers, and then a couple of pieces of washi. Okay, and these are the sort of the Tim Holtz fabrics. So you get all that is going to be in that little, in this little bag, okay? And I just slid all that in there. Now I'm not going to go through everything in the other one because it's all the same sort of stuff. I'll flip through the book, but yeah. So you get this little charm has the dragonfly on it and another little crystal and some other little beads from jewelry. You can see that. And it's really dark here today, by the way. And I just clipped this on. So you can use this on another book, another project, whatever. And then I took this in here like that. And then I'm sending you, I went through my scraps. And this is a very eclectic mix of some scraps that you can use for tabs and pockets, things like that. Some ribbons, some pom-pom trim. This blue pom-pom trim is true vintage pom-pom trim. I thought that would be fun in this sort of eclectic book. So that's what you get. So this is super stuff, lots and lots of stuff. And then this one, same thing. And I just did this like this. I didn't want to knot all of that. And I'll put that in another separate little packaging. I didn't want to knot it all up, depending on how you want to use it. So real quick, here is the little pocket for this one and the charm. This charm is different. You can see it's a different type of key. Different items on there, upcycled items. And same type of stuff in here. This envelope is a little bit taller because this was just me playing around with my scraps that I had left over and the muslin up underneath. So the other one is, this one's about maybe a half an inch, you know, taller than the other one. But anyway, and a different fabric, different sheet. Both vintage sheet though. So this is the one that has sort of the, I think they look like daisies to me, okay? So same pockets in here, a lot of the similar stuff here, and then in the back, okay, you can see. All right, and I'll flip through real quick of what's in here. So there's your little fairy and your paper clip, and you know, the same type of stuff, okay? Oh, and I forgot to tell you, these will be listed in the shop. Today is Friday. I can get this loaded today. Here's this, let me flip this. Love this kids book page. Really super cool. They're little fairies. Here's the pocket. The Joey Diffie pocket. These will be listed in the shop tomorrow. Let's see, probably, let's say 10 a.m. Saturday, Eastern Standard Time. Today's Friday. I'll put it in the description. So same types of papers, just things stuck in different places or stitched in different, sewn in different signatures. The scrapbook paper is different in each one. But there are pages from the same books. Did the little buttons. There's the little map pocket. Lots and lots of fun stuff in here. I had a good time putting these together. I actually started the covers a while back, and I was just trying to decide how I wanted to do them. If I wanted to do them the way I did the other ones, you know, more in a certain theme or whatever. So here's the envelope here with the washi, fabric washi. Or if I wanted to do them eclectic like this, and I really like this eclectic mix. I think it's a lot of fun. Lots of ways to use this. I would, personally use it just like a journal, and then wherever things were that maybe I didn't like or I didn't want to show, I'd just cover up or, gesso on or whatever. So, still love this. There's the rabbit book page in this one. I love this one. I started to use it in one of my farmhouse because, it's like the farm scene, but yeah, that book's just so cool. It's really neat. So you can see it's a ton of space, lots of fun. Here's the little one that comes in here. It's the little girl. You can totally, you also can totally, if you want to cut this apart and use it in any way, all of this stuff is totally up to you, how you want to use it. Oh, oops, sorry about that. I hit my camera. Getting wild here. All right. we go. Chunky, chunky. Threads on here. Yeah. So I hope you guys really like these. I like them. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun putting them together when I finally decided which way I wanted to go with them. And, you know, making all these other little things. And this is one of the charms. This is the other charm for this one that I had made earlier. And I just want these to get used, you know. So I thought, when I pulled them out of the shop, I thought, well, I'll just put them on journals later. And they're super fun. So much stuff on here that you can just leave it like the chunky charm, or you can use it in so many other ways. Okay. So these two will be in the shop tomorrow if anyone is interested. I hope you like them. Like I said, I had a super fun time making them, and I know this is sort of a long video, but I wanted to, there's just a lot of stuff in here, a lot of fun stuff. I'll be back soon. I've got some Happy Mail, a Happy Mail from Renee I want to share, and oh my gosh, that's gonna be a 30-minute video because she sent me so much cool stuff. Christy Biddleson sent me some Happy Mail. I want to share that. I haven't even opened that yet. I thought I would share that on camera because I'm totally horrible about, I'm terrible about Happy Mail. I get too excited and I want to open it up, and if I happen to, you know, feel like filming a video, I will, but most of the time I just like opening it up. You know, yeah. So I'm gonna try to share that hopefully in the next couple of days. And then I'm not sure where I'm going next. I've got some other, I want to finish the other cover, the other journal that's got the lady with the dog on the front, the Quilted Journal. If you've watched some of my videos recently, a couple of videos back when I was showing you what I was working on, I want to finish her. And then I'm not sure where I'm going to go. I've got 2 Dumbo books that I want to do. I was kind of inspired. Found some things that as I was going through papers and stuff that I may make those. And then, I don't know, I've got a custom order I need to start working on, but I've got to find me another binder for that one. So, anyway, babble, ramble. I'll see you guys soon, and these will be in the shop tomorrow. I'll put the description below, and I hope you like them. Let me know what you think. I always appreciate your comments. Thank you to all of you who watch me on a regular basis and are always leaving me such sweet comments. I love you guys. You're awesome. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.